Hi friends! So today what I want to talk about is setting up your workplace, your culture for positivity. Um, we all want to have that culture, that place that we love to work. And it's not just us. That's what our team wants. They want to be able to love going to work. They want to enjoy doing it. And a big part of that is the tone of your workplace, your culture there. You know, you want to go to work and enjoy being there because let's be honest, most of us spend more of the waking hours of our day at work than we get to spend with our families, at least during the week, right? And so you want to enjoy what you're doing with your life. I know for myself, this is something that I did not always do. First few years I had my practice, oh man, I was stressed. I mean, you guys know what it's like. You buy this practice and you've come out of dental school, maybe you associated for a while, and you've learned to do good, great dentistry. You know, your MODs are perfect. But do you know the first thing about processing a payroll? Probably not, right? And it is so stressful. And like I talked about in a previous video, you know, we're taught that we need to be the boss. We need to set boundaries. It's the my way or the highway. You can be friendly, but don't be friends. All of these things that were the management style of our predecessors that we're buying these practices from. And so we're coming in and here we are, you know, new dentists, maybe younger, maybe, I know, male or female, but dentists coming in, and that isn't the culture that we're used to. That is the culture our staff is used to. And now we're trying to take it and we're trying to make them into not just a staff that punches the clock, but a team. And I know that is something I struggled with so much because for the first while I was trying to, you know, set those limits and get them to respect me and be the boss. And I was so stressed too. I wasn't smiling. I wasn't having fun. I was trying to be all professional because I definitely had this feeling like if I wasn't that buttoned up, white coat, professional, straight-faced person all the time, that the team wouldn't respect me and the patients wouldn't take me seriously, right? I wouldn't gain their trust. But is that true? Or can you just be yourself? Because the truth is, you, the way you are, is enough. Just the way you are. And you being you will attract the type of team members and the type of patients that are going to make you happy and get along with you and really bond with you the best. Because you know, our team and our patients, they all want to make that connection too, but we want an authentic connection with who you actually are. And can I tell you, that took me so much strife to learn. And so finally I started kind of trying to open up and set values with my staff. And we set values and, you know, worked with them for a while and started opening up. And I was lucky to have inherited a team member who was the front office for the previous dentist, and she stayed on with me and she still works for me some years later. And she is just a very kind of outgoing personality. And so she's somebody who would tell me what's what. If she wasn't enjoying it, she'd let me know, basically, which was such a good learning experience for me. Because what happened was we were having one of our meetings and sitting down and discussing our values. And, you know, I got to a point where I was like, okay, these are the values that I set out, because like I said, you need to set values. And at first you're not going to get a lot of input because they're not used to the idea of values. And then eventually we got to the point where it was like, hey, these are the values that I set out, but let's review these. I want them to be your values too. So what is important to you? What are your values? At which point in time, the suggestion was, hey, can fun be one of our values? Yeah, fun can be one of our values. Why not, right? And so fun is actually one of our core values as an office. which for us is huge because most of our patients come in and they like to come to our office versus a lot of the other ones because we're fun, because they walk in and everybody's smiling and everyone enjoys being there and they can feel that. They don't walk in, if your team is tense and stressed, your patients feel it. If your team is happy and bubbly and allowed to be themselves, your patients feel that too. And let me tell you, my patients love it. They love that my team is happy, that they're talking, that they have fun, that they're joking around, that they're doing, fun things, and enjoying the music and all that good kind of stuff. So that's my tip. Have some fun. Life is too short not to enjoy being at work when you spend so much time there. So here's a few things that I've been doing that I really find kind of gets a little energy back in my team and gets some fun going. First of all, we talk about gratitude in the morning. The first thing we do, we walk in for our morning huddle, and the first thing is shout outs and gratitude. And so that's, shout outs, things that other people, the team did for each other in the last few days, shout outs from other team members who's been rocking it, who like, oh, hey, I noticed that Jane did a great job presenting that treatment plan, or wow, thanks to Tammy for helping me clean the room, or whatever else, and then sometimes we can't think of a shout out, or just sometimes we want to go over and have some gratitude, in which case gratitude is a good thing to throw in there anyway. If people are being quiet, then I'll ask them to go around the circle and everybody says something they're grateful for. I printed out a list of, you just Google journal things that you're grateful for, gratitude ideas. And we made some little index cards with gratitude questions on them. And that's kind of another tool if people are being a little quiet and they're not really ready to participate, not thinking of anything right away that morning. I pull out the cards and I say, okay, who wants a card? And at least one or two people will pick a card, sometimes more, and then we'll keep getting that gratitude. But the truth is the neuroscience shows that just asking yourself what you're grateful for improves your mood. So it doesn't really matter if they all come up with something. Just ask them what they're grateful for every morning, and that will change things. In the morning when you're getting set up, start it out right? Gratitude. I start my morning meeting by blasting out a fun song, and that's how I call them in for the morning meeting. Is that I blast out the fun song and, go out and clap and dance and say, hey guys, dance your way into the room and let's go do our meeting. And it just sets the tone. It gets some energy going. Another thing is encourage them to talk with each other and to have fun and talk with the patients and have fun with the patients. I recently had I just hired actually a new front office person who was leaving her previous office because she was chatting up one of the patients and she was told to sit back down at her desk because her job is not to talk. It's like, oh, in my office, my team, their job is to build relationships with the patients. And I think if you want to attract the kind of people who are going to do that, you have to let them do it, right? And that is huge. Just get out of your way. Let the bubbly staff be bubbly. Let them, be themselves, and they're going to love it so much more, and your patients are going to love it, and everyone will just be happier. And so you're going to set the tone of that. If you're happy, like I talked about previously, if you're stressed, you set the tone. People are going to be stressed. If you're happy, people are going to be happy. So you first, work on you first, be happy first. Okay. You are the key to this whole great team thing. If this is something that is a big change, maybe you have a new practice and you're changing over, the team culture from what it was before, or maybe this isn't the way you practice for, but you're stressed and you want to start doing something new. Well, that's great. It's great that we're making changes. They do take time to implement, okay? And so, like I said, when I first did these changes, it's not like everyone was dancing up and down and jumping on board. It takes some time. So baby steps. Keep encouraging them, keep being happy. Don't give up the first day that you ask for shout outs and nobody has one. It's okay. Keep asking for gratitude, keep asking for shout outs, keep dancing, keep asking them to do the moonwalk, keep going, and you will set that culture. So have fun at work, ladies and gentlemen, dentists. And if you like what you hear here, share it. Thanks. Bye.